Larry, let me ask you this, man. What's going on with John Boyega right now, man? What's going on with him?
Man, he he walked off one of his movies and they said it was family issues. There was some other people, you never always get the full story unless you're truly on the inside. Some people said that he was fired. Other people say that he just simply walked off the set because he was unhappy about the way the movie was going and his accommodations and the production team and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's rare. It's rare, and I can't think of any time really where somebody truly just walked off the set and was like, "I'm done with this movie," because that would kill your career.
It would,
it would. Because no one after that would trust to hire you because, I mean, you put out all these millions of dollars to make a movie and then you just walk off. It's too much of a risk to hire you again. Now, I mean, I've heard of times where people have had family issues where somebody's died or someone's given birth and they've basically been like, I don't care, production is suspended. I'm going to see my kid being born, or I'm going to the funeral of my mother or grandparent or something. I understand where things like that happen, but usually that's just like a temporary halt in production. They go do their thing and they come back. And oftentimes usually when that happens, the studios usually are like, look, we'll get you a private jet and fly you out there and get you a car and put you up and do everything they can so they can make sure they can get you back as soon as possible. So to have this dude just straight walk off the set for some undisclosed family issue, that's a tough one, man. I wouldn't. I mean, if it's true, if he really does have family issues, then maybe Netflix is working with him. But if it's just if he was upset about something and walked off the set, we may not be seeing him much anymore.
You just can't do that. And I haven't read this myself, and that's my fault. But I'm gonna read it now a little bit. Beyond John Boyega's abrupt exit from Netflix's Rebel Ridge, the streaming cited family reasons for a star's departure from the $25 million production with shooting underway, but sources say he may simply walked away. In early June, John Boyega abruptly exited the Netflix production Rebel Ridge for a family reason, according to statements released by the streamer at the time. But other sources say that, in fact, Boyega simply walked away from the production with filming underway, which, according to one person with knowledge of the situation, the filmmakers only discovered that when they looked for him at his hotel and found that he had checked out. According to sources, there seemed to be no one incident that prompted Boyega to leave in the midst of shooting. Several insiders, however, say that the star had a myriad issues ranging from the script to his accommodations. That's probably it right there. I'm a root for Boyega. Top Netflix executive, including head global films Scott Smith, CEO, tried to persuade the star to return, but no success. Dozens of crewmates on the chest were let go after Boyega's departure. Oh, you making people lose jobs as the production disbanded. Yeah. The shutdown may be temporary. However, sources say the new plan is to resume shooting with a new lead early next year. This is horrible. Industry veterans say that they cannot remember an instance in which a star walked away from a movie when filming underway. And that's not true, because I've heard a number of stories where, I've actually heard stories where the director of a movie walked away on the first day of the movie. They were just like, I don't want to do this, and then just walked away. But I guess that's slightly different.
That's not a star, because if you're a director, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like the director is not very, very important to the film. It is, he is or she is, but they're not on camera.
Right.
And if you start shooting as a star and then you walk away, they have to reshoot all those scenes.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Either that, or you're gonna have to do some stuff like they did in what's that zombie joint with Tig Nogara, or what's her name? Tig
Army of the Dead.
Yeah, Army of the Dead. Unless they're gonna do some stuff like that where they're gonna put her, shoot all her scenes on green screen, but something like that costs a small fortune to do that.
you said small at first and then fortune. Yeah, you're right. You're right, but peep this right here. It says industry veterans say they cannot remember an instance in which a star walked away from a movie when filming was underway. I know actors who wanted to back out of a movie, but no one actually bails. said one top executive who is not involved with the movie. Not once they started shooting. Boyega's London agent Femi Oguns denied an email that Boyega had unceremoniously exited the project. I can categorically say that these rumors are completely untrue. He wrote, people will form their opinions often rooted from boredom. Wow. As stated, John unfortunately left due to family reasons, which is the truth, which in truth is none of anyone's business except his own. I'm on the fence with that. John and Netflix have a wonderful relationship, which will continue to grow for years to come, whether it be through his acting or through Boyega's production company, Upper Room. I mean, yeah, if it's a family matter, yeah, that is personal. But at the same time, when hundreds of people are relying on you to make a film and they're flying around the country or the world to do so, and you know, all this scheduling, you can't just be like, it's nobody's business. OneTakeBigDog, what do you think about this just off the top of your head? I know I didn't send you the article, so that's my bad, but you know, from what we've talked about so far, how you feel about this?
Yeah, man, this is like strange just in general because, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know John Boyega at all, and once again, we obviously don't know what's going on with his family, but for him to just pretty much just stop everything and just leave, because one, that's a bad look on you. Two, you know, other people will lose their jobs because of. Three, you still want to have a working relationship with Netflix, and if you do something like this just for the sake of not wanting to do the film, or you finally realize like as you're shooting that you don't like the script, then everything that starts to trickle down to everything that you're involved with, and nobody won't be involved with anything. Now you have this production company in which you're responsible for a lot of other people, and who I'm sure you have a great relationship with because, like, you know, they're employees or whatever. So if you do this, that's not just you that gonna take a hit from it. It's everybody and everything that you've already built with your career. So I mean, I don't want to say I hope it's a family issue because, you know what I'm saying, you want everybody's families to be well, but at the same time, that's kind of what you gotta like look. Well, it's kind of what you want simply because you don't want to see somebody's career completely go down the toilet for making, I mean, one just terrible decision.
Yeah,
I got you. Let me grab a super chat real quick from Miss Strictly Starlight.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, I'll tell you.
Thank you so much, Sweetie Pie, for the $4.99 super chat. Is that pounds? For that super sticker. Thank you. I do appreciate all the love you were sending from the UK. Yeah, Larry, anything else you want to add to that, man? Because yeah, this is problematic, man.
I mean, when the whole George Floyd thing was going on, he was out there in the streets in the protest, as I'm sure we saw the photos with him out there in the middle of the protest with his bullhorn, you know, protesting, which, I mean, a lot of people were like, that's cool. And a lot of people are like, yeah, that's what a lot of celebrities should do. But a lot of celebrities didn't. And they didn't because it puts their jobs at risk. It puts their livelihood at risk because a lot of people get pissed off about that. And then studio heads are like, well, you know, there's a lot of conservatives in this country that are upset with you now, and they're not going to go watch your movie. And it just makes me wonder, like, is he okay? Because a lot of people, when it comes down to thinking about stuff, they're just like, no, I'm not going to do it because I want to make my money. When they're not doing it, maybe I don't know. It just makes me wonder if the dude is okay, because people don't just walk away like that. Like, people will say, no, I signed on to a project, but then I realized it wasn't right for me after it was started to develop, or I had conflicts with the director, or I had conflicts with some other project because it was only supposed to go for 6 months, and now it's talking about going 9 months, and I have another movie. There's all kinds of reasons why people walk away from projects before they start filming. It just tells me something may be really wrong with this dude if it's not a family issue. And
yeah, hopefully,
I just hate to see it happen. I just hate to see a black person do this because we have a hard enough time making it, and then to do this, and I mean, that's
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks.